welcome back to the channel. My name is Jamie if you're new here, and we have got the first grocery haul of 2026. Can you believe we are officially January 2026? Actually, the day I'm filming this right now is actually still December 31st, aka New Year's Eve. We are getting ourselves ready to head to the church and do all the New Year's festivities and fireworks, and we've got a teen lock-in at the church. It's going to be so much fun. We got movies, tons of games, lots of treats that are going to be had, and it's going to be an awesome time. So I did have to go to the store and get a few things for something that I am making. I will turn you around and show you what I got. It is Wednesday, December 31st, as I am filming this right now, and then on Friday I'm going to do the rest of my food shopping. So you're going to see me in other outfits, and you know, it's going to look a little bit different, but let me show you what I picked up today. Then I'll show you what I get on Friday, and then I'll show you the meal plan. So I'm going to turn you around and show you what I had picked up. All right, y'all. So I was in the vicinity today of a Kroger. I was so excited about it. Let me show you the little tiny haul that I had gotten. And yes, I still spent 70 something dollars. I'm going to put it on the screen. I don't have the receipt in my hand right now. Can you believe this tiny little bit was around $70. Oh my God, make it make sense. All right, y'all. So as usual, we're gonna go ahead and start with the meat. So I did find some things. I pretty much picked up stuff that was on sale, things that I can't get at another store. But anyway, let's go ahead and start with, I picked up this pork tenderloin. This was on clearance. It was originally $9.08. I got it for $7.26. So that is going to get thrown into the meal plan. I did need to pick up some smoked sausage, and I think this was also on markdown as well. So I just picked up one of these. And that is it for meats. Produce, I did pick up 2 of these little 6-ounce things of blackberries, because these were $1.99. So those were also on markdown. And then I also got 2 of the 6-ounce things of raspberries. This was, I got a nice little sticker on this one, was $1.57, the 50-50 blend. I wanted to get this to go with quiche. We're going to do quiche one night, and we'll do like a nice little fancy salad to go with that. So that's what I got that for. Coming back over here, so like I said, we're doing that lock-in with the teens tonight at the church, and so I wanted to make that thing called reindeer bait. I made it last year. I'll link it in down below if you are curious about that recipe. It's really good. Kids loved it last year. So I just needed to get 1 box of the corn Chex and 1 box of the wheat Chex. Just those 2 things. For that recipe, I also needed to get some more of the little mini twist pretzels. I do think I still have some on top of the refrigerator, but I don't know how much I had. So I got another bag of these. So that's going to be for that. And popping down over here, I got some of the vanilla. It's just like the vanilla candy coating, because you're just going to mix everything in like white chocolate. So that's what I got this for. And this one I think actually comes with a tray that you could just put the whole thing in the microwave, and then you're going to toss everything in with it. So I'll get into that in just a minute. Coming back over here, I got the lesser evil popcorn. These are 8 individual bags inside. It's the organic popcorn and the Himalayan pink salt. So these are only 50 calories a bag. This is really good popcorn. I like this one a lot. And I thought with the shred coming up here in a couple of days, I wanted to make sure that I had like some snacky things that was less calorie, and you know, I could still snack on something and not feel deprived of snacks, if you know what I'm trying to say. Kroger did have these tortilla chips on markdown. I think these were $1.79. So I know at some point we'll do like enchiladas, and so I thought this might pair well with that. Now Kroger is the only store in my area that actually carries the Good Culture cottage cheese. So I got the 2% low fat cottage cheese, and I got 3 of them. Lately I've been really enjoying putting a little bit in my eggs, mixing it up, my scrambled eggs, and then cooking some veggies in it. And it boosts the protein, and it's low calorie. It is absolutely delicious. I'm sure you've probably had that before, but I do like adding it into my scrambled eggs, and you just kind of mix it up. You don't need a blender. I mean, unless you feel like you need to, because you don't like the little chunk. It's gonna melt in the pan anyway. It's not that big of a deal. But I like doing that instead of just adding like a splash of milk to make them fluffy. The cottage cheese makes them fluffy too. Coming over here, I decided to we decided to try out this Chobani sweet cream coffee creamer. This one has better ingredients and lesser carbs than than the other one we were getting. So we're gonna give this a try. We'll see what we think. And I did pick up this thing of the Pepperidge Farm lemon blueberry swirl bread. I have been missing this and I have not been seeing it in a while. So glad to see that. This one is still only 100 calories a slice, so I'll be incorporating that with breakfast. And that is pretty much it from Kroger. Now I did stop over at CVS. I had to pick up a prescription for Charlotte, and while I was there, it is the only place I have been able to find the Christmas M&Ms, and these were only 33% off. I know, still not the greatest, but like I said, I needed these for that reindeer bait, and I can't even find these at Walmart anymore. But anyway, so I just got a bag of that. So basically you're gonna take this, the Chex Mix, the pretzels, I think there might still, oh, the mini marshmallows, which I still have some of those in my baking drawer. And then you're gonna mix all of it with the vanilla, the white chocolate, and then you just stick it in the refrigerator for a little while. And it's, yeah, it's delicious. And like I said, the kids loved it. So I'm gonna be making that tonight for the lock-in. Daisy, what are you doing? TJ left the door open because he's helped me bring in groceries, and the goat just came in. What are you doing? Daisy, you don't live in here anymore, baby. Daisy came in the house when we were getting groceries in. Sassy's like, can I play with her? Daisy, get out. All right, y'all, so I just got back from all the running around, all the food shopping. This is what I had picked up over at HEB. We're having to stock up on some things. As you can see, we got a lot of extra meat because I was just telling TJ I went to go take some chicken out of the refrigerator, out of the freezer for dinner tonight, and we have no chicken. So had to stock up on something, so it made our total a lot more than what I had intended it to be. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the haul. All right, so starting with the meat, 3 trays of boneless skinless chicken breast, and the chicken is actually a little bit cheaper than I expected it. Over at Walmart, I think it's like $2.67 a pound, and over at HEB it came in at $2.29 a pound. So this one is about, well, hopefully you can see this and there's not too much of a glare, but anyway, so this one here is a little over, well, it's about 5.5 pounds. So this one is $12.64. So this one is $15.39. So almost pretty close to 7 pounds of chicken here. This is gonna be like a lot of meals, y'all. It's gonna be a lot of meals. We're gonna be stocked for a while. And again, this one is almost 7 pounds of chicken as well. $15.46 for this tray here. So we're gonna be good on chicken for a long while, so that's awesome, makes me happy. And then we did get some yellow stickers, gotta love that. 25% off on some 96% lean ground beef. So this one was originally $7.83. This one was originally, what is that, $8.08, and then this one originally is $7.92, and those prices popping up are what I actually paid for those. So pretty darn good deal, a little less than getting it over at Sam's Club. Very happy about that. They have these Amy Lou breakfast sausages. Now I've seen these at the store for a while now, but they are like right around $5 for these. It was just a little bit of a splurge that I really do like the Amy Lou sausages. I miss when Sam's actually carried those, and now that I found a store that carries, yeah, it's a smaller package, but anyway, we got the apple. Anyway, we picked up the apple and maple chicken mini link. These are 90 calories for 3 links, 3.5 grams of fat, 4 carb, no fiber, and 10 grams of protein. So you're gonna get 14, okay, so there's about 14 sausages in here, so that's gonna last me at least a good week. So since we are starting the shred here in a couple of days, this is gonna be on plan for the first week of the shred, so I'm very happy about that. Continuing on with the meat products, I did pick up the HEB chunk white albacore tuna in water. I only got the 4-pack rather than getting the 12-pack over at Sam's, which I was going to do, but then I realized that the cost for this, if I were to get 2 of these, it would be cheaper. I think it's an 8-pack. Is it an 8-pack over at Sam's? I can't remember now. I think it's actually an 8-pack. So if I got 2 of these, it's actually cheaper to get it over at HEB than it is over at Sam's. So anyway, I don't need a whole lot, but a 4-pack will do me just fine. I did pick up 2 cans of the Starkist EVOO. So this is actually something that TJ and I have been trying. These are actually really good. Normally tuna in oil is like absolutely disgusting, but we've been trying these flavored ones like this one. Now these we have not tried tried yet. So this is the solid yellowfin tuna with lemon dill in the EVOO. And then this one here is the solid yellowfin tuna and water. So that's just the plain one. But now they also have like a basil and garlic one. Those are actually really tasty, y'all. You really don't need any mayo in it. And if you do put any mayo or something, like, you don't need a lot. So the flavor is really good. And so we've just been trying, new ones. Every time I find a new one, we give it a try. TJ likes to eat it with crackers, so that's what I get those for. I did get 1 can of the chicken breast in low sodium. So this is the 10-ounce can. So I got this one specifically because I thought as a lunch option, usually TJ and we do like leftovers for lunches, but in case, we happen to have that one random time where we're out of leftovers, I decided that I would use this to make some buffalo chicken wraps. So that would be a lunch option for us. Coming back over here, I found the Dots pretzels in individual bags. It's just better to get them pre-packaged like this, like in the individual bags, because you're gonna wanna eat the whole bag. So I got this for all of us to eat, and then that way they're already portioned out, so that kind of helps us out. I had the Coke Zeros. I got 2 of the 24 cases of the Coke Zeros. This was on markdown for like $12 and whatever change. I did get the Ken's Steakhouse Simply Vinaigrette, the balsamic vinaigrette. The Simply vinaigrette is about 10 less calories than their other vinaigrette dressing. Everything else is pretty much the same. I think it's got a little bit cleaner ingredients, but we're gonna have this with salad one night with our quiche that we're gonna be having, but we'll get into the meal plan at the end of the video. I picked up a small thing of, it's a coleslaw kit, and I don't use the coleslaw dressing because I have coleslaw dressing in my refrigerator. I prefer the taste of that versus this. We don't need like a whole lot of it, so unfortunately, some of this is probably just going to go to the chickens. They'll eat it. They'll like that sort of thing. But anyway, we're going to be doing some shrimp tacos. And so that's what that's going to be there for. Continuing on with the produce, I did get a bag of the mini avocados. Got some cilantro, 2 jalapeno peppers. I think I really only need 1, but why not get 2? I got some Roma tomatoes. These are some big Roma tomatoes, but I got these for sandwiches. This is probably the longest red bell pepper I've ever seen, but I needed one of those. Let's see, and then I picked up some white mushrooms. So I like to cut these up, saute them, throw them in some eggs, adding some more veggies, and it's low calorie. So trying to think ahead with the cut that is coming up in a couple of days. I did pick up some sliced, this is basically just pepper jack cheese. It says Monterey Jack cheese with jalapeno peppers. It's basically pepper jack cheese, but I needed this for a recipe. See, I needed to stock up on some Rotel, so I just got the red gold Rotel. This was actually on markdown as well. I think if you got like 2, you got 75 cents off if you bought 2 of them, and I wanted to get 4, so it was actually cheaper to get it like this versus getting 4 of like the HEB cans. So it saved me a little bit money there, so that's pretty awesome. Got 2 cans of enchilada sauce. Needed to get some pickles, so I got the Vlasic sandwich dill pickle chips. Got that for a recipe, and then I got the Texas barbecue pickle spears. The HEB pickles are delicious, so I wanted to get those for snacking. I separated the cheese, and I don't know why. That should have been over here, but anyway, I got a thing of Velveeta shreds, and I needed to get some Monterey Jack cheese. This is the 2% milk, reduced fat Monterey Jack cheese, so a quarter cup of this is only 90 calories. Needed that for a recipe that I can't think of at the moment. And I had picked up some Nature's Own keto soft white burger buns. So no, we are not doing keto, but TJ had some blood work done and his triglycerides is very, very high. And so we're doing a low carb deal with him. And so I figured this would be a good option. I got this because we are going to be doing burgers one night and chicken sandwiches. So that's what this is for. And that is pretty much it from HEB. We spent a total of $129.61 and I saved $3. $129. Does this look like $129? The chicken by itself, just the chicken, was about $45 of this. So there you go. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and put all this away, and next up will be Sam's Club. All right, y'all, so here is the Sam's Club haul, and we spent a total of $134.06, and we got a couple of instant savings things, but let's go ahead and get into this pretty large Sam's Club haul. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start with the meat. And we got some bacon. We got the 3 pounds of the classic cut bacon, as we usually do. We got the Carb Counter Zero. We got the La Banderita Carb Counter tortillas, because we're gonna need those for one night. Now the other tortillas that they had are actually on instant savings, but I got these ones specifically because these ones are 60 calories for one tortilla. The ones that are on instant savings right now are 70 calories. And right now, every calorie is gonna count when you're on the cut, okay? Plus this one also has less carbs and a little bit more fiber. Like I said, with TJ right now, we are trying to do as low carb as possible right now. I did pick up, and with that being said, I did pick up some more all-purpose flour because, you know, I do cook things, bake things, and I need flour all the time, and I just ran out. So this is gonna last me a long time. I know a lot of people tend to get like the King Arthur brand of bread, but our Sam's Club does not carry it. They carry the Peter Pan, they can carry the Members Mark, which I have not seen this one in a long time, but it's the same amount. You get 25 pounds and it's the exact same price. Actually, no, this one's actually a little bit cheaper. It's the all-purpose enriched bleach wheat flour. Oh, it's wheat flour. Oh, I thought that said white flour. Whatever, who cares? Anyway, it's an all-purpose flour, and so I needed to get more, and so I got that. I did get some more black pepper because I'm just about out. This one is the fine ground. Decided to get that one instead of like the restaurant style that I usually get. I finally bought the Drizzlicious little snack bags. There's 32 of them in here. You get the French toast, the birthday cake, and the cookies and cream. By now, I'm sure a lot of you have already seen this, and I have seen it at the store for a long time, but I finally pulled the plug and decided to get these. I love eating these, and I was just telling Tita, I'm like, just like I was saying before with the pretzels, it's just easier to have the individual bags. That way you're not eating the whole like really big bag. It's portion control. If you have issues with portion control, this is the way to do it. Yes, it does cost you a little bit more. Getting the one big bag would be cheaper, but you know, we're trying to do things here, y'all. Still 90 calories for each of the bags. The French toast one, I did eat. This is why this box is actually open. It's not because I bought it like that. It's because I actually tried the French toast on the way home from the store. I've already had the birthday cake, the cookies and cream. Cookies and cream, like, it's fine. I mean, I'll eat it, of course, but it's not like, definitely not my favorite. But the French toast is amazing. So those will probably be like the first to go. These chips are the only ones that are on instant savings right now. So this is the, it's like the 30 count of chips. So that was the only one on instant savings. And the other instant savings thing I had gotten was the sponges, the Scotch-Brite heavy duty sponges. Y'all, I have been waiting for these darn things to go on instant savings for so long because this is like a really good deal. You get 24 in here and you're paying like right around $12 for it. And these are really good sponges, and it's just a lot better to get. It's more cost effective to get this than getting like those smaller like 3-packs that I normally get. But anyway, I'm like on my last sponge, and so I need more, and that's why I got that. I've been going through green bell peppers very quickly lately because I like to chop these up and saute them with some onions and then throw them in. You know, basically I'm making a Denver omelet for me and TJ for breakfast in the mornings. And so I've just been running out of bell peppers, and so I got some more green ones over at Sam's. I got some more blueberries. These were still these are still looking pretty good. The drizzle, they did have the Drizzlicious, but they were not looking as good as the nature ripe ones. So that's what we got. And you know, I know you heard me say that I was not going to get any strawberries until springtime because they wanted like $10 for this, you know, 2-pound thing. But y'all, the cost of strawberries has gone down. This was like right around $5 for this, and the strawberries are looking amazing. So that's why I had snagged these. Get these on plan. Picked up some more sharp cheddar cheese because we go through this pretty quickly with all the different recipes. I picked up the Members Mark Southern Style Waffle Fries. So we're going to be using this in some of our meals for the week, and I thought this is a 4-pound bag. I've never bought this before, but figure we were going to go ahead and give it a try. So got one of those. That's going to last us a while, so won't have to get fries for a long while. And let's see, we got some of the Gatorade Zeros, the same brand it's the same one that I usually get with the blue, the orange, and the white. And then I got a case of the Pure Life water. That is it from Sam's, and next will be Walmart. All right, y'all, so I'm in the middle of setting up the Walmart haul, but I want to go ahead and show you these really quick because I don't want them melting on me, so I need to get these in the freezer. So I picked up 2 of the Yasso bars. These are the frozen Greek yogurt bars. This is in the fudge brownie, and this is in the coffee chocolate chip. So I got these ones. These are only, where are they at? These are only 100 calories a bar, 1 fat, 19 carbs, 5 grams of protein. That's going to be dessert for like the next week or so. So we went ahead and stocked up on some things over at Walmart, and we spent a total of, subtotal was $163.71. So as I already showed you, the Yasso bars that are not in this picture here because I already had to get them in the freezer. They've been sitting out for a little too long, but we're going to go ahead and get into the canned stuff, and we're just going to deal with the elephant in the room. So the Great Value green beans and corn are no longer 50 cents a can. That really sucks. I hope that y'all took advantage of that deal while they still had it, but it is back up to 74 cents a can. But TJ and I, we really liked having a stocked pantry in terms of canned goods, and we're like down like almost bare bones here. So I did get 3, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 cans of the cut green beans. We still have some in the pantry, but we just like, I basically, last time I got a tray like this, I just kept the tray in the pantry, and so I'm just kind of filling up what we had already eaten, and we go through green beans really fast. I got 3 things of canned corn. There is 6 things of the black beans. The wrapper just basically came off of that, but it is black beans. But I got 6 of the black beans, and I got 6 of the petite diced tomatoes. So we are well stocked on those things. I did get 2 cans of the Great Value baked beans because we're gonna have baked beans on plan for one of our dinners. I just got 1 original and 1 in the brown sugar hickory. I got 2 cans of the fat-free refried beans. We like this with like enchiladas, tacos, whatever, you know. And I did get 1 thing of diced green chilies. And I got TJ 2 cans of some black olives. He still has a few in the pantry, so I only got him 2 this time. Then coming over here, I got 2 of the Linder's bagels in the French toast flavor. I like to have this for my pre-workout. Picked up some yogurt. I got 2 of the Light and Fit Greek toasted marshmallow. That's my favorite. And I did get 2 of the Light and Fit caramel apple pie. And then I got 1 of the Chobani Greek non-fat plain Greek yogurt because we use this for making the protein cornbread muffins, and that is going to be on plan one night for dinner. So I wanted to get just 1 cup of that. And then just to fill in the gaps, I got the Great Value light Greek peach yogurt. So this one is a winner, and it's a little bit better on the wallet too. So the cost is a little bit better. Just a little treat item, I did find the Oreos in the cookie dough flavor. So this is a limited edition. I don't know how much longer they're gonna have it. I have seen it in the store for a while, and I decided to just go ahead, buy it, and so that way we can just go ahead and try it. Back here, I got some of the Great Value Jumbo Raw Shrimp. Yes, it's still, you have to peel it yourself, and the tail is still on, but it is cheaper to buy it this way and then just take it off yourself. It's really not that big of a deal. It only takes like a couple minutes just to peel all of these, but I got a big bag. I got the 2-pound bag because I've got 2 dinners that we're going to be using shrimp for. And then I picked up the Real Good lightly breaded chicken breast fillets. Charlotte has really been on a mock Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich kick, and she likes it for dinner. So I got this, well, for her, and then we might be adding it to our meal plan in case like we hit a leftover day and we don't actually have any leftovers. This will substitute for that. So that's why I had also gotten the chicken breast fillets. Then also, speaking of Charlotte, she likes the just like the personal cheese pizzas. So I got her the Red Baron. I'm not the biggest fan of Red Baron, but it's this one and like Jack's, like they have like the 2 pizzas, and she likes cheese. I prefer DiGiorno, but they only have the 1 pizza, and it's like it costs more. And so anyway, this will be just fine for her for some nights. I did pick up a jar of minced garlic. I got some pepperoni for our quiche that we're gonna also have one night. I got 1 zucchini, a head of broccoli. Let's see, I did pick up the box of Chobani flip cups. This got 4 of the s'mores and 4 of the cookie dough. Stick those in her lunchbox every day because school is going to be starting back up again pretty soon. Oh my gosh. Before you know it, she's going to be in 7th grade. Before you know it, the end of the school year is coming. I mean, the time is just flying by so fast, but we're going to be going back to school here pretty soon. So I wanted to make sure that I had some yogurt cups for her. And then I also picked up another thing of Fairlife chocolate milk. I picked up some sparkling ice, 0 sugar waters. So this one is in like the black cherry, fruit punch, peach nectarine, and what does that one say? Oh, coconut pineapple. So all those flavors are pretty good. And then I did get some more of the monk fruit sweetener. So that's what we picked up for a total of $163 and whatever change I said. It's crazy because it doesn't see, oh no, actually that is not all, because I also picked up the Propel waters. I forgot, we stocked up on drinks too, y'all. So I really like these Propel waters. They are not sparkling waters, it's just water with some flavor in it. And this one is lower in calories. So we got the orange raspberry, lemon blackberry, and the pineapple peach. All 3 flavors I really like a lot, and each one is only 5 calories a piece. And then the last thing is, yeah, I had to go get some more kitty litter for River. That is it for today's grocery haul. Let's go over the meal plan for January 1st to the 14th. Okay, so today as I'm filming it is Friday. Yesterday we did tacos. We basically just did some tacos with some refried beans and rice. It was delicious. So we had that yesterday. Tonight is just going to be some chicken, roasted sweet potatoes, and broccoli, hence the broccoli that I had gotten. And I also have a bunch of sweet potatoes on hand. Tomorrow we're gonna do some French onion soup burgers. We'll probably do the waffle fries with that one. Sunday will be leftovers, because I'm pretty sure, I mean, we still have leftover taco meat, and we'll probably have some leftover burgers too. If we don't eat those for lunch, then if we have to fill it in, like I said, we'll do like the mock Chick-fil-A sandwiches, which is also why I had gotten the pickles and tomatoes to go for those sandwiches. Monday we're going to do some pork enchiladas. Tuesday is the shrimp tacos. Wednesday we have church, and we're going to do leftover hot dogs. So for New Year's Eve, our church like put on like a big to-do. We had fireworks and a whole bunch of food. We have a crap ton of hot dogs left over, and so I just decided we're going to use those hot dogs, and we're going to just do like chili cheese dogs or something. It'll be fine. Thursday we're going to do Brinner, and I've been making, TJ and I, there was a couple of times I used the leftover chuck roast from Christmas, and I basically made a cheesesteak omelet for breakfast, and it was so good that we're just going to do it for dinner one night. It was delicious, and we're looking forward to it. Friday we're just going to do some chili and cornbread. Saturday is quiche and salad. Sunday leftovers. Monday we're going to do a shrimp and sausage skillet. Tuesday we're going to do some pork chops, baked beans, and corn on the cob. And then Wednesday we have church, and I have no idea who's cooking that day or what we're having, but this is pretty much the meal plan for the next 2 weeks. As I've always said before, this is subject to change. Things might get moved around or pushed to the next pay period. At least we have a plan. So that is the plan for this pay period. All right, y'all, that'll do it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, share with somebody you love, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.